Zambia celebrates its 58th independence anniversary. The President HAKAINDE HICHILEMA has pardoned 1,125 inmates from incarceration across the country. Home Affairs Minister JACK MWIIMBU says President HICHILEMA has exercised his prerogative of mercy as provided by the Constitution.
The minister says those that have been pardoned are ordinary inmates, the aged, and some foreign nationals. Joining us this morning now to discuss this is our Zambian correspondent, Lydia Makina. Good morning, Lydia. First of all, would say congratulations on the independence. How are Zambians celebrating this independence?
Thank you very much. Good morning and happy birthday to Mother Zambia. So far the celebration has been going on well, and we have been receiving several visitors. We received the President of Namibia, Hagen and the First Lady, Monica, who have joined us to celebrate Independence Day. And as well as last night, the flying of the flag. And we saw that the Vice President was at the National Stadium. And then we also seen that the President, Mr. HAKAINDE HICHILEMA, addressed the nation and told the nation, the citizens, to be in order and to sacrifice, to remember the sacrifice of those that fought for this day. So far everything has been going on well, and then to reach at this point, we are seeing that a lot of people are celebrating it. And then, as well as I would also urge everybody that is listening that News Central is here for you. We'll have a lot of politicians and political analysts and a lot of guests to address how this day is going on, as well as I may come in as well in case of anything that is going to happen that will interest the public. So okay, the Independence Day is going on well, and then we are happy to reach at this stage.
That will be very interesting to see how the celebrations carried out this year. But I also want to ask, Zambia became independent in 1964 from the British. Of course, it was partly called Northern Rhodesia, I believe, back then. But I want to ask, what the people's assessment is of Zambia after 58 years of its being independent. Do Zambians feel like the country has done well for itself?
Not at all. We see to be this country, as you know, I think it's one of the countries that has that really shows a democracy in Africa, and we have set an example to other countries when it comes to political aspect. And we see we have been changing presidents. Zambia has been a democratic country. We are still a developing country, yes, but it has been a democratic country in the manner that people are free to express themselves. What they want, they get it. What they do not want, they reject it. I don't want to go in political depth on that, but Zambia has been a country that has set an example to other African countries. So really, we express ourselves, and then as well as there's a freedom of speech. There's a lot that I can mention. So to say that we feel colonized or we feel being ruled by something is no, we are far from it. We have Zambia has been a free country, so to say.
All right, let's talk about the release of the inmates. It would be interesting to know how the people of Zambia feel about it. I mean, we're talking about the celebration of the release of 1,125 inmates, I believe, by President HAKAINDE HICHILEMA. And also earlier on in the year, he released about 949 inmates in celebration of Heroes Day. Talk to us about how the people of Zambia feel about this.
Well, as the minister had stated, to say it's something that is connected to the constitution. So the president has to release inmate every, when we celebrate Independence Day. So as of yesterday, the president released 1,125 inmates. And then we see that we have got the 3 foreign nations in that list. So it's actually exciting to citizens. It's not something that has happened, for the first time, no, but it's every year thing that the president had those powers that has to release the inmate every Independence Day according to the Constitution of Zambia. So the number that has come up now is pleasing, and we wish the inmates the very best, and we see that maybe one or the other they will come out in society to bring positivity, and they have learned something. So it's not something that is shocking, but we expected this, and the number that the president has released is actually exciting.
All right, I want us to, also hear a little bit more of what the celebrations will be like today. Are there any specific things that will be done as an annual ritual while celebrating Zambia's independence?
The usual celebration is going to take place just as every other year, but receiving the president of Namibia, Dr. HAKAINDE, and the First Lady Monica, I think something new can take place the National Stadium today, and as well as we are yet to hear what the president is going to say, despite he said something, he addressed us last night. But again, we are curious to find out what he has for us going on, knowing that it's a new dawn government, and perhaps he may meet other promises to the nation. But the usual celebration are going on. No violence so far. It's every place is quiet. We haven't recorded any violence, and the incidents, or maybe people are overexcited and the accidents, and we haven't recorded that yet, and we don't hope to record that. So it's the usual celebration, of course.
All right. We do hope to hear from you much later during the show. We, of course, will be having you much later during further broadcasts. And I'll be interested in finding out what the plans for reintegrating these prisoners who have been pardoned. But thank you so much for joining us this morning, Lydia. We look forward to seeing you again. And happy Independence Day.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.